going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Nobody makes hauling more affordable than C&D Hauling. Serving southern Middle Tennessee and northern Alabama, they supply premium materials like asphalt, sand, gravel, and much more for whoever needs it, like contractors, builders, or homeowners. Call today for a free quote.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Here at Fields and Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my two uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields and Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes, with coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all. For your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, We can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour, along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Cares isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcares.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee. The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years. And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Welcome everybody here to Ralph Benson Memorial Gym as we get ready here for this TSSAA Class 3A District Showdown here featuring the Rebelettes of Franklin County and the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. AJ Good here on the X Sports Network, going to be bringing you here the action this evening. Taking a look at both sides, starting first with our visitors out of Winchester, the Rebelettes of Franklin County coming in with their head coach Rachel Mullen coming in 0-1 on the year after falling to Shelbyville yesterday 3-1. On the other side for the Lady Cats of Lawrence County, a big upset, knocking off the defending Class A state champions in Loretto 3-2 in a 5-set thriller right here a night ago. Coming in at 1-0, this will be their first district contest of the year, followed by another district contest on Thursday as they make their way out to face the other Lady Cats of Tullahoma. Names to look out for Lawrence County. Starts first with the sophomore in Leah Dixon, 21 kills last night in that win over the Lady Mustangs. Also helping out big was Destiny Daniel and Ava Scott Garland on the outside, and the freshman Kamira Bryce down the middle. Also big for the Lady Cats was J.C. Schultz, 22 assists and a trio of aces in last night's game. So that will be the players to look out for here tonight. So before we get this thing going, we're going to take a short break, then we'll have the start of this district showdown. We return here on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with hometown heart.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Ralph Benson Memorial Gym. Starting lineups have been introduced here in this Class 3A District Showdown featuring the Rebelettes of Franklin County and the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. AJ Good here on the X Sports Network. Got the play-by-play. Hayden Burks is our producer here this evening. So both sides will be wearing gray uniforms here tonight. Lawrence County will be on your screen going from left to right, while Franklin County on your screen will be going from right to left. Taking a look at the starting lineups here for Franklin County. You've got Anna Elliott, Avery Rice, Haley Walls, Vicky Gass, Briley Taylor, and your libero tonight will be Maddie Dutz. Lady Cats, you'll have Liddy Cox, Destiny Daniel, Ava Scott Garland, J.C. Schultz, Leah Dixon, and your libero tonight will be Reagan Brazier. Officials, looks like taking a look here at the lineup card for both sides, especially checking something out here for Franklin County. And first district game here for the Lady Cats. Second district game for the Rebelettes, who fell to Shelbyville last night, 3-1. So Shelbyville much improved here. Orange County is going to be very busy, about 3 weekday matches and a bunch of weekend tournaments throughout the course of the year. Franklin County in the same boat. So a long look here at the lineup by our on-court official. Pointing out the captains here. As Taylor goes out and Dutz comes in. Taking a look at the starting lineup here for Lawrence County. Busy day here in Lawrence County volleyball-wise. Lady Mustangs of Loretto hosting Hampshire in district play, while Summertown, middle school and varsity, on the road at Perry County tonight. Looks like we're ready to roll. Franklin County will serve it up. It's Vicky Gass back to serve it up here for the Rebelettes. And just waiting for the good to go on the court here. Make sure the scoring system and everything's okay. It's the second game of the season, so sort of things can happen. So Gass ready to serve it up and hits it long. It's a quick 1-0 Lawrence County lead. Ava Scott Garland now to serve for the Lady Cats. Front line will be Dixon, Cox, and Daniel for Lawrence County. Garland serve. It is dug out here by Ducks. Over to Gass. Now setting up Rice. That's dug out by Schultz. Brazier setting up Dixon. Gets it over the net. Nice dig there by Wall. Saved by Dutz, and over the net will be Arnold. Dug out by Garland. Schultz setting up Cox. Pushes that one over. That is dug out by Gass. Over to Dutz. Dutz now setting up Elliott. That one's blocked. Elliott then digs it out. Gass setting up Elliott again. Gets that one tipped. Dug out by Schultz. Over to Brazier. Brazier now setting up Dixon. Dixon's hit. Dug out by Dutz. Over to Gass. Setting up Arnold. And that one's in. And Franklin County ties it up at a point apiece. So Kinsey Arnold gets on the board. 1-1 here in the first set. Naomi Tibbs checking in for Ava Scott Garland. And it's Elliott back to serve here for the Rebelettes. Serve here is over the net. That is dug out by Brazier. Schultz now to Dixon. Dixon slams it home. Just like that, the Lady Cats with an answer, up 2-1. As the sophomore gets on the board with her first kill. Brazier back to serve. Daniel out. Bryce in for the Lady Cats. Serve here from Brazier. That is over the net here. That is dug out by Rice. Gass now setting up Dutz. Dutz will get it over the net, but long. And makes it 3-1 Lady Cats. Second error of the game here by Franklin County as we've got some storms above us here. Loud storms. Brazier to serve it up. That is dug out by Walls. Dixon tries to take advantage of it, but slams it right in the net. And Franklin County gets a point off the air. Dutz out, and seeing her first action is Briley Taylor. Serve here from Rice. Schultz And Taylor tries to take advantage. Now sent back over by Schultz. Taylor sends it back over. Dug out by Bryce. Schultz now over to Dixon. Dixon. Nice save there by Franklin County as Gass is going to get it over the net. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz setting up Bryce. Tipped. Dug out by Gass. Now over to Rice. Rice setting up Walls. Walls dug out by Schultz. Sent back over to the Rebelettes. Gass now over to Taylor. Hits her right in the net. Lady Cats up 4-2. Subs coming in. Bella Grace Walker, Grace Archer coming for Cox and Schultz for Lawrence County. And it sounds like a marching band's on top of the roof right now. Walker gets it over the net. That is dug out by Rice. Gass comes to save it. Now Elliott will get it into the net. 5-2 the Lady Cav lead. Rebelettes struggling to get some of these kill attempts over. Walker back to serve up again, up 5-2. It's dug out by Elliott. Walls gives chase, now over to Gass, and she'll get it over the net. Brazier digs it out, over to Walker. Walker setting up Dixon. That one is right on the back line. It's 6-2 Lady Cats. Second kill for the sophomore. 6-2. Walker to serve again. That one's in for the ace. It's 7-2. Walker ready to go. Over the net here, dug out by Elliott. Arnold gets it in the air. Bryce takes advantage, slams it down. It's 8-2. Takes advantage of the hard dig for her first kill, the freshman out of Etheridge. Next serve here from Walker. That is over the net, dug out by Elliott. Gass in the air. Now over to Taylor. That's dug out on the back line by Tibbs. Walker now over to Brazier. She'll get this one over the net. Rice passes over to Gass. Sending up Taylor. That one's in. A good kill. It's 8-3. Subs coming in now. Arnold and Gass check out. Checking in will be Palin Edge and Emma Smoot. So Edge will go back and serve here for Franklin County. One is over the net here. Dug out by Tibbs. Over to Walker. Now to Dixon. Dixon gets it over. Diving save. Now over to Edge, who's going to set up Walls, who gets it over the net. Dug out by Tibbs. Over to Walker. Walker now to Archer. That's dug out by Elliott. Passed over. Good dig there. Now Tibbs. And Brazier will now get it over. Dug out by Rice. Passes over to Edge. Edge setting up Elliott. That's long. 9-3 Lady Cats. Garland in for Tibbs. Franklin County already 5 errors already in the first set. Next serve here by Dixon. Apologize for that as that one goes wide. It's now 10-3. I tried everything I could to stop it, and, it's that time of year. Storms, things flying around. Dixon's next serve is long, and we'll make it 10-4. And it's a little bit of confusion here as Walls will go back and serve. Serve here from Walls. It goes wide, and that will make it 11-4. Daniel back in, Brazier out. Bryce back to serve. It is over the net. That is dug out by Rice. Passes over to Edge. Now sending up Elliott. That is dug out by Walker. Bryce. Now over to Garland. She'll get that one over the net. That's dug out by Edge. Rice setting up Elliott. Pushes that one, but it's blocked. Then dug out by Walls. Elliott passes over to Smoot. Gets it over. Dug out by Walker. Dixon. Here to Archer. Archer slaps that one over. Dug out by Walls. Rice gets it back between the lines, and Smoot will get it over the net. Dixon digs it out. Pass over to Walker. Here to Daniel. That is dug out by Smoot. Rice. Now to Walls, who hits it, and dug out by Bryce. Garland. Now to Dixon, who gets this one over. Dug out by Smoot. Walls passes over to Elliott and hits a long. 12-4 Lady Cats. Eight-point lead here in the first set. Serve here from Bryce. That is dug out by Rice to the net. Edge, and she double hits it. That'll make 13-4. Bryce back to serve. Bit of a hot hand here in the first set. That is over the net. That is dug out by Rice. Edge, here to Taylor. She gets this one over. Dug out by Walker. Dixon, here to Garland. Garland gets it over. Dug out by Rice. Edge, here to Taylor. Gets that one in and makes it 13-5. Back into the game is Maddie Dutz. Her serve. There's a rocket way over the net, 14-5. Subs in for the Lady Cats. Cox and Schultz come in for Walker and Archer. And Schultz back to serve. Serve here from Schultz. That is dug out by Smoot. Edge setting up Rice. That one's on the back line, and it's 14-6. Arnold and Gass check in for Smoot and Edge. And Gass for the second time here in the first set will serve it up. They trail 14-6. Serve here from Gass is wide. 15-6. They have Scott Garland back to serve. Over the net here, dug out by Rice. Gass over to Elliott, punches it over, dug out by Daniel. Schultz over to Daniel and hits a long. 15-7. Smoot checks out. Arnold back in. Here for the Rebelettes. Elliott here to serve. It's it over the net, dug out by Dixon. Brazier back between the lines. Tibbs will get it over the net. Dug out by Rice. Gass here to Arnold. Dug out by Daniel. Schultz back to Daniel in the net. 15-8. They're starting to rack up here for the Lady Cats a bit. Serve here from Elliott. Off the top of the net and in for the ace. 15-9. 3-0 run here by the Rebelettes. Next serve from Elliott. That is dug out by Tibbs. Passed over the Schultz. To Cox. Dug out by Gass. Rice tries to save it. Does over to Lawrence County. Schultz. Now to Dixon. Over the net here. Dug out by Elliott. Gass setting up Elliott. Hits a long. 16-9 to break the run. We must have the storm of storms over top of us right now. Next serve here from Brazier. That is dug out by Dutz. Gass over to Arnold. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Now to Dixon. She'll just get it over the net. Dug out by Dutz over to Gass. Setting up Walls. And that's long. That makes it 17-9. 8-point lead again here for the Lady Cats. Franklin County with right now a total of 19 airs. Next serve here from Brazier. That is dug out by Elliott. Arnold in the air and pushed over by Gass. Brazier. Schultz. Here to Dixon. Slams that one home. And it's 18-9. Dixon now, her third kill, second assist for Schultz. Brazier back to serve again, up at 9 here in the first set. That one's in for the ace. Now a 10-point lead. Next serve here from Brazier is dug out by Dutz. Gass here to Wall. Slapped over, dug out by Schultz. Brazier now over to Dixon. Dug out by Dutz, over to Gass. Passes over to Arnold, tipped. Dug out by Schultz. Brazier over to Cox. Dug out by Dutz, over to Gass. Passes over to Rice. Rice slams it down. 19-10 now. Avery Rice's second kill, third assist for Vicky Gass. Speaking of Rice, she'll go back and serve here for Franklin County. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz here to Dixon, slammed home. Rocket at 100 miles an hour there. And a 10-point lead again. When she got up in the air, and just get out of the way. Just pray to God that doesn't come towards your face. Schultz and Cox check out. Archer and Walker in. Walker back to serve for the Lady Cats. First serve. Dug out by Elliott. Rice will push it back between the lines. Gass will get it over the net. Dug out by Brazier. Walker here to Archer. Slaps it over. Dug out by Elliott. Gass now over to Rice. She'll get it over the net. Dug out by Walker. Archer back between the lines, and Brazier will get this one over the net. Dug out by Rice. Gass setting up Arnold. Arnold tipped. Dug out by Tibbs. Brazier now to Dixon. Gets that one over. Saved by Gass. Diving everywhere. Walls will get it over. Dug out by Brazier. Walker over to Dixon. That one's in. 21-10. Dixon's fifth kill, second assist for Bella Grace Walker. Serve here from Walker. That's dug out by Elliott. Walls. Now over to Taylor, just checked in. Diving save by Brazier, but it's in. So Taylor's going to come away with the kill. Taylor will get her third kill. Arnold and Gass check out. Smoot and Edge check in. Edge back to serve for the Rebelettes. Serve is over the net and down for Edge and the ace. 21-12. Oh, so it's Franklin County's JV making some of that thunder noise, not the actual serve. Brazier digs this one out. And Archer over the net, dug out by Edge. Walls setting up Smoot. Tipped. Archer will find a way to get over. Taylor gets that one blocked. Diving save by Walls. Edge now over to Elliott. Diving save, but that one is down and in. 21-13. Edge with her first kill, third assist for Edge. Speaking of, serves it up, dug out by Tibbs. Walker here to Archer, who gets it over the net and finds a way to get it in. 22-13. Dixon back to serve. Tibbs out, Garland in. First serve. Dug out here by Smoot. Over to Edge, going to set up Elliott. Dug out by Brazier. Walker sends that one over, dug out by Walls. Edge over to Taylor, pushes that one over, dug out by Dixon. Walker now to Garland. Dug out by Elliott. Edge setting up Smoot. Tip, dug out by Brazier. Walker setting up Dixon. That one's in. 23-13. Dixon now with her sixth kill, fourth assist for Walker. Serve here for Dixon, up 10. Dug out by Smoot, sent back to the Lady Cats. Bryce takes advantage for another kill. Now it's set point for the Lady Cats. Second for Bryce. Dixon serving here with set point. Dug out by Smoot, back to the Lady Cats. Dug out by Brazier. Walker here to Garland. Slapped over, dug out by Rice. And that one's in, and the Lady Cats will take the first set here, 25-13. Leading 1-0. We'll take a short break at the start of the second set. We return here on the Experts Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as the Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here to the Ralph. Lady Cats taking the first set from Franklin County in this Class 3A District Showdown, 25-13. On the court for the Lady Cats, Schultz, Brazier, Dixon, Daniel, Garland, and Cox. On the court right now for Franklin County will be Rice, Elliott, Smoot, Edge, Walls, and Dutz. So that will be the starting lineup. Lady Cats will have the serve here in the second set. Took advantage of a lot of Franklin County errors there in the first set, 19 to be exact. For serve here from Schultz, that is dug out by Smoot. Edge struggles with that one, and that one is a point for Lawrence County. Next serve, that is dug out by Dutz, but off to the side, and an ace for the Lady Cats. 2-0 the lead. Correction, they have 13 errors, not 19. I read it wrong. Next serve here from Schultz. That is dug out backwards, saved by Dutz, but another ace for Schultz back to back. Two for her. She had a trio of them yesterday against Loretta. It's Haley Troop into the game as well. Here for Franklin County, Schultz's serve. That is dug out by Troop. Edge gets it out of the net over to Smoot. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz here to Garland. That is thunderous. Daniel sends it back. Dutz in the air. Elliott will get it over the net. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz here to Cox. Pushes that one over. Dug out by Smoot. And they're going to say Rice was in the net there. Makes it 4-0. So Lady Cats starting off the second set on a 4-0 run. Serve here from Schultz off the net. Good save there by Elliott. Dutz over to Rice over the net. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Dixon. That one's in, make it 5-0. And a timeout will be called by Rachel Mullen of Franklin County. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real and Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at the route for the Lady Cats are off to a 5-0 start here in the second set. They also lead in 1-0 after taking the first from Franklin County, 25-13. Franklin County head coach Rachel Mullen just used their first timeout. So Schultz, who's been serving it up the whole time here in the second set, will continue. That one's over the net. Smoot sends it wide, and another ace for Schultz. Good effort there by Smoot, but Schultz put it in a perfect spot. The third ace of the game, all coming here in the second set. Next serve. Dug out by Dutz. Elliott. Now over to Rice, who won't get it over. 7-0. So Lady Cats to a 7-0 run here to start the second set. This one here from Schultz. Dug out by Elliott. Now over to Garland. Sends that one over. Smoot sends it back. Dutz digs it out. Smoot in the air over to Dutz. Gets it over. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz. Here to Cox. Gets it over. Diving save by Dutz. Edge in the air. Now over to Troop. Dug out by Schultz. Brazier setting up Cox. Dug out by Smoot. That is Edge over to Rice. Daniel sends it back. Pinballs around, and it's in for a kill for Destiny Daniel. Her first of the game. Serve here from Schultz. Dug out by Elliott. Edge. Here to Smoot. Hits it over. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz. Here to Garland. Block. Dug out by Brazier. And they're going to say that Rice was in the net again, 9-0. Second time she's been called for that here in the second set. Was a good block. She just unfortunately was in the net. Next serve here from Schultz. That one pinballs in. It's 10-0. So a 10-0 run to start the second set for Lawrence County. And now checking in for Troop will be Kyra Porter. Seeing her first action here in the game. Serve here from Schultz goes right at Porter. She digs it out over to Edge. And that one is in. It's 11-0. Serve here from Schultz. Dug out by Elliott. Daniel over the net. Dug out by Elliott again. Rice saves it. Smooth slaps it over. Garland digs it out. Schultz passes back over. Nice, good attempt there. And the Lady Cats can't get it over. So a great job by Maddie Dutz. And that comes in for their first point of the game of the second set. Great effort by the Rebelettes. Gass will check in. So will Troop. Also seeing her first action in the game is Hope Petershine. So Gass back to serve. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz setting up Daniel. Tipped over. Dug out by Petershine over to Gass. Back to Petershine. Gets it over the net. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz. Here to Cox. Blocked. Battle in the net. And that's won by Daniel. It's 12-1. Daniel's second kill. Garland to serve again. Over the net, dug out by Rice. Gass in the air. Elliott will get it over the net. Dixon. Schultz. Here to Dixon. Slams it home. It's 13-1. sophomore's 8th kill, 5th assist for Schultz. Garland back to serve again. Serve from Garland. That is dug out by Petershine. Gas in the air. Elliott will get it over. And they're going to call Elliott in the net, 14-1. Serve here from Garland. Dug out by Petershine. Gas now over to Dutz, who does get it over. Dug out by Daniel. Schultz back to Daniel, tipped over. Elliott sends it back, dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Dixon. That one's in, make it 15-1. Serve here from Garland. That one's in for the ace, 16-1. Her first, and the team's 8th here in the game. Serve from Garland. Dug out by Dutz, over to Gass, sending up Rice. And that one is in, make it 16-2. Rice has been a bright spot here for the Rebelettes. Her 3rd kill. Elliott back to serve here for Franklin County. Dug out by Brazier, passed over to Schultz. Now to Dixon, who will get it over. And that, what a rebound there. That looked like that was going nowhere, and Dixon going to turn it into her 10th kill. Great effort there by J.C. Schultz. Kamaya Bryce in the game for Destiny Daniel. Serve here from Brazier. Goes long, 17-3. Serve here from Rice. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz here to Cox. Dug out by Rice. Taylor will send it back. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz now to Cox. She'll push this one over. Dug out by Gass. Rice now over to Petershine. Dug out, but out of the reach. 17-4. Petershine's first kill. Rice to serve. And goes wide, 18-4. Subs coming in. Walker and Archer for Schultz and Cox here for Lawrence County. Serve here from Walker. That is dug out by Taylor. And won't be saved. It's 19-4. Second ace for Walker in the team's 9th. Serve from Walker. Elliott digs it out over to Gass, setting up Taylor. Blocked. Taylor double hits it there. Good job by Bryce. Now on the back stretch, 20-4. First block for a point for the Lady Cats tonight. Walker serve. Hard dig by Rice, back to Lady Cats. Walker here to Bryce. Dug out by Troop. Gass to Rice, right in the net. 21-4. Checking in for the Lady Cats. Don't have her on the roster. It's sent over the net. And in for the ace. Next serve. Dug out by Elliott now sending up Rice. That's wide. It's 22-4. Now 11 attack errors by the Rebelettes. Next serve here for the Lady Cats. Dug out by Rice. Back to Dixon, who takes advantage. 23-4. Big kill there from the sophomore. Her 11th kill here tonight. Next serve. Dug out by Petersheim. Now over to Rice. And Elliott will find a way to get it over. Dug out by Brazier. Now that's Archer down and in. Set point for the Lady Cats. Is Ellie Rudy is back to serve. And a timeout here called by, what was that, the end of the set? Okay, so they take it 25-4. Lead it 2 sets and none. We'll take the break with them here on the Exports Network.
A moment in real estate with my dad, Jeff Hood.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time. And nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com. A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to this Class 3A Region 5 District 9 showdown. The opener for Lawrence County Lady Cats, after taking the second set 25-4, lead this one 2 sets to nothing as they try to close it out here in the third set. On the court here for the Lady Cats, Dixon, Brazier, Cox, Schultz, Garland, and Daniel. For the Rebelettes, Gass, Porter, Walls, Rudy, Arnold, Elliott, and Rice. So the Rebelettes will serve it up to start the third set. Lawrence County air-wise, just 5 so far here in the game. Franklin County with 20. So pretty telling so far, but the Lady Cats have been pretty dominant so far in this one. Gass back to serve. This one is way over the net. First point for the Lady Cats. Garland back to serve. Over the net. That is dug out by Troop and in for the ace. 2-0 Lady Cats. Garland's second and the team's 11th. Serve here from Garland is dug out by Rice over to Gass. Gass back to Rice, blocked by Daniel. Troop sends it back, and Dixon unfortunately puts it in the net. Second time Leah has done that same exact thing off a hard dig. First action into the game is Autumn Hill here for the Rebelettes. Elliott serve, dug out by Dixon. Schultz now to Brazier, who gets it over, dug out by Rudy. Gass here to Elliott, dug out by Brazier. Schultz now to Dixon. That one's in, 3-1. Dixon's 12th kill, 8th assist for Schultz. Bryce in, Daniel out for the Lady Cats. Brazier back to serve. Dug out by Rudy over to Gass. Gass sending up Arnold. And hits it long. It's 4-1. Serve here from Brazier. Dug out by Elliott. Rice can't save that one. And another ace for the Lady Cats. Brazier's second, and the team's 12th. 5-1 the Lady Cat lead here in the third. Next serve from Brazier. Dug out by Rudy over to Gass. Gass now to Hill, tipped and in. Make it 5-2. First kill for Hill. Serve here from Rice. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz sending up Cox. And off the backboard and in. 6-2. First kill for Cox, 9th assist for Schultz. Both of them will check out as Archer and Walker will check in. Serve here from Walker. That is dug out by Elliott. Rudy back to Elliott. Dug out by Garland in the net and can't be saved. 6-3. Elliott's second kill, 8th assist for Gass. Edge and Smoot will come in for Gass and Arnold. Edge back to serve, down 3. Dug out by Brazier, over to Walker. Walker setting up Dixon, tipped and in, 7-3. Thirteenth kill for Dixon. Serve here from Dixon. Dug out by Smoot. Edge, now over to Elliott. Dug out by Dixon. Walker, now to Bryce. Blocked down and in by Taylor, 7-4. Her first block for a point and the team's first. Hill back to serve. As Annie Lloyd will see her first action in the game as Dixon will check out. And Hill serve, dug out by Brazier. Walker, now to Garland. That one's in, 8-4. Second kill for Walker's, second kill for Garland, 7th assist for Walker. Daniel now in for Brazier. Bryce back to serve. His ball slow to get back to Bryce. 4-point Lady Cav lead here in the third. Is in for the ace, 9-4. Bryce's first ace and the team's 13th. Next serve. Dug out by Rudy. Edge now pushed over and just a bit wide there by Taylor. Good effort, right idea. Just missed a bit on the execution. Excuse me, it's Maddie Dutz. It's the libero on the back line for Franklin County. Serve here from Bryce, dug out by Dutz. Edge, here to Taylor, tip, dug out by Bryce. Walker, now to Archer, dug out by Dutz. Edge, here to Troop, she'll get it over, dug out by Lloyd. Walker, now to Garland, tipped over, saved by Edge. Dutz, setting up Taylor, tip, dug out by Walker. Bryce, now to Garland. Pops it over, dug out by Dutz. Edge, setting up Taylor, who gets it over, dug out by Bryce. Walker. Garland will push it over, dug out by Elliott. Edge now back to Elliott, hits it in the net. 11-4 Lady Cats. Next serve from Bryce, dug out by Dutz. Troop tries to save it, but can't. Another ace for the Lady Cats. Second for Bryce, and the team's 14th here tonight so far. Now, Vinci Nader-Gasis will check in. She will come in for Bryce, and she'll go back and serve. Dug out by Dutz. Troop. Now to Smoot, who gets it over the net. Dug out by Nader-Gasis. Walker here to Daniel. Slapped over. Dug out by Edge. Smoot here to Taylor. That one's in. 12-5. Taylor's fourth kill. Dutz back to serve. Taylor out. Rice back in for the Rebelettes. 7-point Lady Cat lead here in the third. Off the top of the net and in. 12-6. Team's third ace of the game. Serve here from Dutz. Dug out by Brazier. Walker here to Garland, sends it over, dug out by Edge. And that one's in. 13-6. Garland's third kill. Schultz Cox back in for Walker and Archer. Schultz back to serve. Serve here from Schultz is in for an ace. 14-6. Her fifth, and the team's 15th. Next serve here from Schultz. Dug out by Smoot. Dutz back between the lines. Rice will get it over the net. Dug out by Lloyd. Schultz here to Daniel. Slapped over. Dug out by Dutz. Edge. Here to Elliott. Tipped and in. 14-7. Elliott's third kill. Gass and Arnold back in for Edge and Smoot. Serve here from Gass. Goes long, and it's 15-7. Lloyd is out. Back in is Leah Dixon. To serve is Garland. That is dug out by Dutz. Gass here to Rice, and that one is long. 16-7. Nine-point Lady Cat lead. Serve here from Garland. Troop diving save, but it goes into the fifth row. 10-point Lady Cat lead off that ace. Third for Garland, team 16th. Next serve. In the net, and it's now 17-8. Hill will come in for Troop as Elliott will go back and serve here for the Rebelettes. Dug out by Dixon. Brazier. Now back to Dixon. Slaps it over. Dug out by Dutz. Gass. Now over to Rice. Tipped. Diving save by Brazier. Daniel in the air. Schultz will get it over. Elliott. Dutz. Here to Hill. She'll get it over. Dug out by Tibbs. Schultz here to Cox. Dug out by Gass. Dutz now over to Rice. Dug out by Cox. Here to Daniel. That one's in. 18-8. Third kill for Daniel. Bryce back into the game. Brazier back to serve. It's over the net. That is dug out by Dutz over to Gass. Now setting up Rice. Slapped over. Dug out by Cox. Brazier here to Dixon. Tipped and in. 19-8. Dixon now with 14 kills. Brazier back to serve again. Team up 11. Dug out by Dutz. Gass now over to Rice. Slapped over and in. 19-9. Rice's fourth kill. Rice back to serve. Dug out by Cox. Schultz pushed over, tipped. Saved by Taylor. Gass. Here to Taylor. Dug out by Brazier. Schultz. Now to Dixon. Dug out by Rice. Hill back between the lines. A great job. Arnold over. Dug out by Schultz. Brazier. Now to Dixon. Tipped. Dug out by Elliott. Rice. Now to Hill. She'll get it over. Dug out by Tibbs. Over to Schultz. Schultz to Bryce. Dug out by Elliott. Gass now to Hill. Blocked down and in by Cox. Their first block for a point and the team's second. Cox, Schultz out, Archer and Walker in. Serve here from Walker, dug out by Dutz. Gass here to Elliott, who gets it over. Tibbs. Walker. Here to Dixon. That one's in. 21-9. .15 kill for Dixon, 9th assist for Walker. Should go back and serve again. Over the net, dug out by Dutz. And can't be in on another ace, 22-9. Bella Grace's third ace and the team's 17th. Collins Newton will come in for Archer. Seeing her first varsity action of her career. Serve from Walker, dug out by Elliott. Gass here to Arnold, dug out by Walker. Walker here to Newton, she'll push it over, dug out by Dutz. Gass sending up Elliott. Dug out by Brazier. Walker in the air over to Dixon. She'll find a off the net. Diving save by Hill. That one is in. It's 23-9. Creative way to get your 16th kill of the game. Lady Cats up 14. Walker to serve again. And pinballs around. Dutz will get it over. Dug out by Brazier. Walker. Dixon. That one is in. Now set point for the Lady Cats. Set match point here for Lawrence County. Walker serve. Dug out by Dutz. Gass now over to Arnold. Blocked. Down and in by Leah Dixon, and that one will do it. Lady Cats take the third set here, 25-9. A clean sweep here, 3-0 over Franklin County. Lawrence County, with their first district win of the year, as they improved to 2-0 and 1-0 within Class 3, Region 5, District 9. Next time we'll see the Lady Cats will be on Thursday, as they will make their way out to Tullahoma for one of their longest road trips of the year within district play. Hayden Burks, Taylor Platt will be on the call for that game, as I will be over in Muscle Shoals for our first Alabama regular season game, and then be back with the Lady Cats on Monday. So for Hayden Burks, this is AJ Good on the X Sports Network. Have a great evening. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.